fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 45 Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Best X also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Best Tech's 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Best X also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Best Tech's 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Best X also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Best Tech's 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment.
Good evening. San Angelo Central Girls Soccer is on the air on Concho Sports Network. Welcome aboard, everybody. Darren Prater and J.D. Raggio ready to bring you this matchup, presented tonight by First Community Federal Credit Union. Well, J.D., we have a good one tonight. A couple of teams that didn't score on each other the last time they played, a 0-0 tie, as the Lady Cats of San Angelo Central High School take on the Frenship Lady Tigers. It's Central versus Frenship in soccer action tonight, and well, we're gonna decide who the better team is tonight, and there are some district implications here, as right now Central sits at number 2 in the district.
Yeah, a lot on the line here for both teams. Frenship currently number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the district, so they are still looking to move up as well. And if Central wants to keep pace with Permian, I believe they play them next. This is a really crucial game for them to keep pace with the leaders in the district.
Currently 11-4-2 overall is where the Lady Cats sit. They are 5-1-1 in district play. Coach Benjamin Henry said this should be a real a good matchup. Let's talk about the first time that these two teams played. It was a 0-0 tie. No, excuse me, 0-0. I got to get in soccer mode here.
A 0-0 draw, yeah. And
it was 0-0, but they both had several opportunities to score and just couldn't get it done.
I'd say that doesn't always tell the storyline necessarily in soccer, because even with 0-0, they can be a very interesting matchup. I imagine that both these teams are sort of in more of a mid-season form, I guess you would say, getting ready towards the end of the season in playoffs. And so I imagine that this game will be a little bit more open than that 0-0 draw. Central played 4 games last week, I believe, and Frenship played 3, so they've been in a lot of action recently.
I think, I guess you would call it soccer knowledge is what happened the first game. Each team had a chance to score. The defenses played really well. But the reason that specifically Central didn't score is these Lady Tigers used their soccer knowledge. It wasn't right place, right time by chance. They had some defensive players that were lined up exactly where they should have been, and they executed real well to keep the Lady Cats from scoring. So this is a team that they know their stuff, and they're very tough. Their record may not quite indicate how good they are, but they're very good, and they know where to line up, and they know how to do the basics, and it should be a good matchup tonight, and a decent little crowd. It's a little bit nippy.
And a little bit windy today, but yeah, as you said, I'm sure that the tactics from Coach Denning for Frenship, as well as Coach Benjamin Henry for Central, were crucial parts of that 0-0 draw last time out. And they're probably going to switch up their tactics a little bit, having seen each of the teams. So I'm imagining a little bit of change on both sides. We'll get you formations and starting lineups as soon as we see them out there on the field. But for now, it's sort of just a waiting game until we get those players out there. It is a little bit windy out here, so a little bit cold, about 52 degrees right now.
Coach Lauren Denning in the Frenship Lady Tigers, 2-3-3 in district. Tough team, but they're not quite as high in district as the Lady Cats, but still a very, very competitive soccer team. And we are just a few minutes away from our do we say opening kickoff?
Yes.
I know it's a pitch. We'll be out. We'll get the Lady Cats and the Lady Tigers out on the pitch here in just a second and get ready to get this underway. Going to be an entertaining tonight here on entertaining night tonight on Concho Sports Network. And thank you so much for joining us. It's San Angelo Central, the Lady Cats against the Lady Tigers of Wofford Frenship High School. Central and Frenship. That's coming up next, and we'll be back. You are watching Lady Cat Soccer, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network.
Or power equipment long after the sale. Call us long after the sale. Call us. Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Are watching San Angelo Central Lady Cat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented tonight by First Community Federal Credit Union. Darren Prater and J.D. Raggio getting ready for some exciting soccer action on this cool night here in San Angelo, the old Bobcat Stadium. And we have the San Angelo Central Lady Cats looking to keep going in district as they sit at number 2 behind Odessa Permian, taking on a very tough Frenship Lady Tigers team. And we are just about ready to go. The officials are out on the pitch, and the Lady Cats getting their final instructions from Coach Benjamin Henry, and they'll be ready to go here in just a second. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Really cool to get to do soccer. This is something new and a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Want to mention some of our sponsors here. Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road. That sounds really good right now. Mathis Law Firm, Bestex, Lana and Tiffany Realtor Team. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and want to let you know we're live streaming Central and Lakeview soccer, baseball, and softball twice a week through April. You can watch tomorrow at 6 p.m. more soccer action. The Lakeview Maidens versus Lubbock Estacado. You can watch at 6 o'clock is when it begins on ConchoSports.com, Concho Sports Network, Roku, and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and on Facebook. Lots of places for you to check out the soccer action tonight. It's the Lady Cats against Frenship. Frenship will be in the white uniforms. Of course, the blue jerseys for the San Angelo Central Lady Cats and the orange shorts and blue socks. Out on the pitch and ready to go tonight on Concho Sports Network. 40. That's how long each quarter is for those of you that are joining us.
And we're doing
or
two
half.
halves.
Excuse me, each half. In case you know, there might be some teachable moments here tonight, not just for the audience, but for us as well, as we try to familiarize ourselves a little more with this great sport. I know one thing: you better be in shape if you're going to play this.
And I think we need to bring binoculars next time because we're going to struggle a little bit seeing these numbers, but we'll do our best on that.
And we are underway. Frenship ball control. It's still on their side of the pitch to the right. And now they'll try to go up. One of the Lady Cats got a foot on it, and now they will take possession. Nope. Frenship gets it back. There are some things that are very important in this game. Passing is one of them. Receiving as well. Not just the ball on the ground, but the ball in the air. Ball still in bounds, and now it goes out. They will get an inbounds throw for the Lady Cats.
And just looking at Frenship so far, it looks like they're going to be in a 4-3-3. Just heard Coach Benjamin Henry walking by saying that looks like it's going to be their formation. So they're going to have 4 defenders, 3 across the midfield, and then a striker, and then 2 wingers up top. And then for Central, we'll get back to you on that here in a little bit. It looks almost like a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, one of those 2 formations. So pretty even formations coming from both sides.
After a short amount of action, the ball is back out of bounds. This time the Lady Tigers will get the inbounds throw. One of the few times you can touch it with your hands, throwing it into your teammates. And here it is. They throw it to the inside toward the middle And a fight for the ball. The Lady Cats have it. And we will try to say as many names as possible. It's a little hard to see from our vantage point. Yes, you're right. And I should learn to look at the monitor. Out of bounds. Looks like they both want to run the 4-3-3 type of formation.
And so just picking up on more and more things that Coach Henry says. 4-3-3, he said two of them are going to be holding the single gap, which means they're going to have two sort of more centrally sitting midfielders. They're going to be playing more to help out the defense. And then they're going to have one that plays more up front and attacking minded with the three striker and two wingers up top.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. When you say 4-3-3, the four are closest to their own goal. They would be the defenders.
Correct.
So it goes 4, then 3 midfielders, and the ladies up front. Central with an opportunity here. Alexis Templin got a hold of the ball. And now they will go to the side, and the keeper will easily get the ball and put it back into play. The numbering system, the keeper usually is number 1. Cara Murray will be the keeper for the goalkeeper, goalie, whatever you want to call it. That's what she is for Frenship tonight.
And the same sort of formation coming out of Central. You can see it a lot better whenever they're set up from the goal kicks. But 4 in the back, they're going to have 2 holding midfielders as well. You could either call it a 4-3-3 or you could call it a 4-2-3-1, just depending on if those wingers play more in the midfield as help or if they're going up more as attackers.
Frenship got a little steal there, and now they have it on Central's end of the field as Central will kick it back the other way. Still inbound, still in play. Fight for the ball. Angel Alvarado, the senior, had it for a second.
Looks like we're going to be joined by a little bit of rain here tonight as well.
All right. Hey, it rained a little bit in San Angelo earlier today, just barely, you know. And you never know around here. It looked like it's going to come a storm, and then it won't. So it's hard to predict West Texas weather. I'm just glad to have electricity. How about you?
Electricity and water.
I didn't for 3 days. Ball back in action near midfield. And the Lady Cats will get it and kick it back down closer to the goal, to the right side of the goal, and Frenship will run it down.
And, of course, just looking at the field, I'm pretty sure that we're not looking at the football lines that are there.
Yes.
You could see the flags are a little bit wider on both sides. So if it goes out of bounds, I guess you would say, for football, it's still in on the soccer pitch. So if you're needing a reference and that flag is in the picture on either side, that's a good reference point for where that far out of bounds line is.
Coach Benjamin Henry and his squad, he has had quite a lot of success as the head man of these Lady Cats. 17-1-5 last year. 2018, 6-2-4. 2016, 9-3-4. So some really good records for these Lady Cats under Coach Benjamin Henry, who also teaches. He teaches, I think it's art. Film appreciation, film as art. Sounds like it's interesting, though. You know, these coaches work so hard, teaching a class and coaching. It's a lifestyle more than a job, and he has done a great job at San Angelo Central High School. Ball back into play as Macy Jacobs kicks it in. And this time it'll go out of bounds. Yeah, I was looking at the football lines there for a second, but we'll have the inbounds throw here from San Angelo Central. High and off the foot of a Frenship player, and they will get possession. There's a steal right there. Great job from Sophia Metter-Savant.
And you hear Coach Henry right after that. He said, just go simple with it. So you don't want to make that cross-field pass that has that opportunity to be intercepted when you're making it blindly. If you know someone's there, go ahead and take it, as we have a nice little run here on the outside. Got 2 people in the middle.
They'll try to get it to the middle, folks, and for a scoring opportunity, but that is shut down as Cara Murray, the goalie, gets the ball for Frenship, and here's the kick. Nice kick. It's going to go right around the middle of the field, and a header From Frenship, that is Carmen Cervantes with the header. Lady Cats get it back. There's a fight for the ball, and now they have it again.
Oh,
really
nice
good ball control.
Here.
Here's a breakaway.
Ooh, just a little too much on that pass. It never slowed down, and I believe that is turf out there, so the ball typically does slide a little bit faster on that. And if there's just a little taken off of that, I believe it's 23 Alyssa Villarreal would have had the opportunity to be one-on-one with the goalie there.
Central Lady Cats, the first time they played, they're very, very aggressive on defense. But, of course, Frenship as well. The more their bread and butter is the great defensive play, though, for the Lady Cats.
Frenship just strung together a fair amount of passes, and then I believe it was Alvarado that got in the way, breaking up that nice little bit of play they had.
Allison Dankestrader kept it from going out of bounds. I think... one of the, is she okay? One of the Lady Cats, they had a little bit of a collision there.
It looked like Caitlin Freeman Alyssa Dankenstrider for Frenship down there. And it looks like Frenship did earn the corner on that one. Yeah, so they'll be sending everybody forward for this one. Swinging it in.
With the corner kick.
And she's gonna be kicking it with the right, so this is gonna be what we call an out swinger. So it's gonna be going out from the goal as opposed to in towards the goal. And this one actually just stays out of bounds.
And that gives them an opportunity for something like a header as it goes out and you hit it and can surprise the goalkeeper. And that's amazing when they do that. That takes so much skill. So many different skills, though, that are required to play this game, not just being in shape and not really just ball handling either. Central, Alexis Templin had it for a second. Now Frenship had it back. That's a good little block there. That is Abby Keinbach with the block. Frenship, middle of the field. They try to kick it back out, and they do. Header is missed, and it's going to roll out of bounds. That should give the Lady Cats the inbounds throw.
Just an inch or two. That's a nice play, though, by Frenship, opening up the defense and setting in that cross, and you just missed that one by an inch or two off the head.
That's one of those moments that in a split second almost. The ball goes in. It happens very, very fast in this game. Here's the inbounds throw, and a header bounces it toward one of the Lady Cats, Sophia Metter-Savant. Now it goes back the other direction. Ball headed toward the goal, and it's safely in the arms of the keeper, who is Addison Harkleroad, defending for the Lady Cats tonight. Angel Alvarado has the ball. It's taken from her. That is Gabby De Leon for Frenship. And it's nice to be able to listen to Coach Henry and his instruction. He's pretty close to us.
Yeah, Coach Henry, and even just the players on the field, as we heard good Lexi as number 5, Alexis Templin's doing a great job holding it down in the central defensive midfield there, sort of serving as the link between the offense and the defenders. And that's a really critical role.
2-on-1 defender situation, and the ball is kept by the Lady Cats, and that's good. De Leon
may as well have a shot on it.
Take a shot. It's going to go to the left. And Murray will bring it back into play for Frenship. It was a chilly night the first time these two teams played each other in that defensive battle. 0-0. 200 miles apart, but they had something in common, and that was defense the last time. Here's the shot. And a good job by Kara Murray. She gets it out of the air and will kick it downfield. That's the first legit scoring opportunity in the game.
Yeah, definitely nice to get some shots on goal, because you really never know what's going to happen, especially with the wind, especially with the rain. Different conditions, you never know how it's going to go.
The ball went off the back of one of the Lady Cats. She was looking around trying to find where it went. Frenship gets it back. Pass attempt by Gabby De Leon. One of the Lady Cats got a foot on it. And now the Lady Cats will get the inbound throw. High throw, Allison Villarreal tries to bring it under control, and that will go out.
And just noticing, partly because she's close to us, but number 18, Angel Alvarado, the senior on this team, right in front of us right there, she is the captain today out there for Central. So we'll be listening for her to give some instructions on the pitch as Coach Henry gives them off-the-pitch instructions.
Lady Cats try to find a little breathing room as the ball got pretty close to their goal. Now, mind you, you can't just blindly kick the ball way downfield. You could get an offsides penalty. You can't be further back than the last two defenders, I believe.
So with offsides is you have to be on the shoulder of the last defender when the ball is kicked.
Okay.
So you can technically kick the ball down the field whenever you would like to. If you're in front of the last defender, then you're not allowed to go after it. And Angel is in.
There's a goal! And guess who's on the board first? It's the Lady Cats.
It's the skipper.
One-on-one. Yeah.
Yep. And checking the far side official, not seeing an offsides up at all. That's going to be onside. And looks like they put up 2 for Central just for a second, but they've corrected it to 1. And that is a great start and a great goal there. Angel Alvarado, the senior, the skipper, leading from the front.
Forward Angel Alvarado, she had a one-on-one opportunity against Kara Murray, and she won that one. So already we have more points scored than the last time these two teams met up. Cats bring it down to Friendship's end of the pitch. Alyssa Villarreal.
Nice over the top ball. Oh, a great job there by Murray coming off her line to come and grab that one. If not, that would have been another chance in there. I believe that was one of the defenders. I believe that was Sophia Midor Safont going all the way up from her position at left back.
Sophia, the junior. Ball high in the air. And Lady Tigers will attempt to run it down. They do before it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, whenever they make these longer passes, you can hear Coach Henry say, look for your holders. So you're not exactly trying to force these passes. You're looking for those holding midfielders that are there to support you. Whenever you need sort of that outlet pass, I guess you would say like a basketball term type of thing to bail you out.
And again, like several other sports, you can't try to do everybody's job for them. You have to stick to your job. And as we were saying earlier, the Lady Cats had some opportunities to score the last game. It was just soccer knowledge, people playing where they were supposed to for Friendship that kind of shut down the scoring opportunities. Clock is at 25:21 of this first half. 40 minutes a half plus stoppage time, correct? We doing stoppage time in high school?
I believe it's just 40 minutes.
Okay.
But on that one, ball came in and Alexis Templin, about 20 yards out, just figured why not? May as well have a shot. And that one was easily taken by Murray, and now it's back into play for Friendship.
Friendship down on Central's end as Allison Dankestrider has the ball.
And just early on, it looks like Friendship's been having a lot of success when they do go down this right side to Dankestrider. So they're probably going to want to look to continue doing that, continue attacking the left side of the Central Bobcats defense.
So much of a skill set you have to play this game. You have to be able to beat defenders in a one-on-one situation. And we haven't seen many of those tonight. It's been 2-on-1, 3-on-1 with these defenses. Long kick. And Friendship has a chance to get it back to the keeper, and they do, and that's a powerful kick.
And good pressure, though, by the Lady Cats on that, making sure that if there's any mistakes, they're right there for the either rebounds or for just the errant pass.
You have to be able to navigate your way out of pressure, and that's hard to do when you have several defenders on you.
And sort of like we just saw there in that previous sort of attack, Alyssa Villarreal, the freshman, had to sort of come back. That's because she was beyond the last defender, so she couldn't touch the ball or she would have been offside. So really nice awareness there by the freshman to not play that ball and keep it alive.
And if the ball is kicked down like that, if you are away from the action, it doesn't count as offsides?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you're still beyond, if you're still in front of that last defender, it still would be counted as offsides. It's almost like the cherry picking concept in basketball, but you're not allowed to do it type of thing.
Okay. Murray has the ball. 1-0 is our score. The Central Lady Cats on top of the Frenship Lady Tigers. There's the header from Sophia Metter-Savant. And now another opportunity, but it will be scooped up by Murray.
Yeah, Alvarado just gave that a little too big of a touch, or she would have been in on goal again. She would have had reinforcements that time. Melissa Villarreal was running with her. But we did hear Coach Benjamin Henry say again that everything's going pretty well. But on those crosses, he wants them a little bit further away from the keeper. Because when you're crossing it in, you don't want it to go straight into the keeper's hands because they're the only one that's allowed to use their hands. And if they can, they're definitely going to get the ball ahead of everyone else. And so they need to sort of get those crosses just a little bit further away from the goal line so that their forwards can have a chance.
And the whistle blows. It will be possession for the Lady Cats. You have to be able, we're talking about navigating out of pressure, dribbling in tight spaces, and being able to get around the defender when you're in a one-on-one situation.
Yeah, typically if you look at the person with the ball, you'll try, if you look around, you most likely will see a triangle of, and by that I mean there's going to be two other people forming a triangle, so they always have a place to pass the ball to. And if not, that's when you're going to see some trouble and probably turnovers, because if you have no one to pass the ball to, there's not really much you can do other than try to make a move and take the defender or two defenders on.
Keeping the body's center of gravity low during changes of direction, that's easier said than done.
Looks like we have our first change of the game for Frenship. It's going to be number 12, Eliza Serta, coming onto the pitch.
So U.S. soccer, as far as national team, they favor the 4-3-3 formation. And there are several variations of that. Looks like both teams are running their own 4-3-3. Ball headed out of bounds.
Now the 4-3-3 made famous by those old Netherlands teams that ran it very well for a whole bunch of years, and still a lot of the teams that are in the Eredivisie, which is the Netherlands soccer league, still do run that 4-3-3, and they run it very well. But nowadays you do see a fair amount of teams run the 4-3-2-1 or 4-2-3-1, which is basically the 4-3-3, but just a little bit different just because those two midfielders sort of sit more, and then you have that attacking mid and two almost other attacking mids along with them, and then you just have that one sole striker up top.
So the 4-3-3 can be defensive-minded or offensive-minded, depending on how you want to run it.
Exactly. Yeah, so both these teams, it looks like, have two holding midfielders, which are the more defensive-minded ones.
Okay.
But you can also swap that to have just one sitting midfielder and then have two what they call attacking midfielders, or central attacking mids, CAMs. And so far we have seen a lot of the play go through the CDMs, which is central defensive midfielders of Central, which is something that you like to see as a coach.
So many different techniques as far as passing the ball as well. Toes pointed up with some, pointed straight forward with some.
Good pressure here by Central.
Pass attempt will go out of bounds.
And one thing you'll hear at almost any level of soccer is play it to their feet. And as you see that one kicked a little bit too hard and that one went straight out of bounds, play it to their feet, they'll have the opportunity to play it right from where they want it, right on their feet.
Of course, not being able to use your hands, receiving the ball when it's in the air is a skill that...
The true football, I guess you would say.
Have to get in line with the direction of the ball. You can cushion with the body, though.
Central, another really good press here on the left side.
Pass toward the middle from Jules Meza, the junior midfielder. You have to handle the change of pace as well. This can go from fast to a little more methodical very quickly.
And a great ball, and this one's called offsides, and Coach Henry does not agree with that at all, and I'm not sure I do either. It looked like that ball was played while she was still behind the defense. A great ball, we're gonna get a look at it, and this one's called. But it looked like basically as soon as that ball is kicked off the foot, that's when you'll most of the time see the attackers start their run, because they'll be running past the defender while that ball is kicked, and so they stay on sides. That one looked onside, but it was called offsides. And all those linesmen are doing, their job is strictly for offsides calls, so that's all they're looking at the entire game, making sure they're on that back shoulder of the last defender, and offsides was called.
Sophia Meder-Savant got the ball in the middle of the field and now near the goal, but Frenship is able to get it out of that area.
And even though that one did end up getting out of there, it was a really nice cross. Like he said, not exactly right next to the goalkeeper, so they had a chance at it.
Now the central keeper may have a chance the ball will go harmlessly to the right of the goal.
Yeah, it looked like number 21, Riley Herbert, the junior there for Central, does a nice job in the center of defense.
You have to read the speed and direction of the ball when it's coming your way, and that's another skill that is easier said than done. My instinct would be just to get out of the way of it. Inbound throw will be from Frenship, and that is going to be Gabby De Leon.
Looks like Central does have a couple of subs starting to warm up on the opposite end of the field than we're currently looking at right now, so we'll probably get a couple changes for them as this one's headed right back out of bounds.
Trying to talk about a few terms that you may not be familiar with. Cutting is one. Usually utilizing your feet outside, inside. A vast skill set. Frenship to the middle, and the Cats will clear the ball. And there's a header, but it doesn't go very far.
And Alyssa Villarreal, we are seeing, and she's going to be one of the forwards up top that's just looking to hold the ball. Like, she does a great job of defending the ball whenever she gets it to her feet, and then she's going to look to play others. Like Angel Alvarado, I'm sure she's also going to take chances herself if she has the opportunity, but she does a great job holding up the ball when she's up top and she receives it.
Lady Cats. Addison Harklerod. Fight for the ball. Alexis Templin tries to hang on to it, and now she will kick it back out to Clarissa Hueda. And the pass in for Frenship.
And another thing you'll notice, whenever they're throwing the ball in, they really never throw it back towards their own defense, towards their own goalie, just because if you're throwing it forward, you always have the chance to defend back, but if you throw it backwards on the throw-ins, there's no offsides.
Okay.
So if they throw it further than their defender and there's an offensive player standing there, then they're just able to freely get that ball. So you always see them throw it away from their goal on those throw-ins.
You were a soccer player back in school?
I wish. I never was. My school didn't offer it, but I did the next best thing, which is I played a whole lot of FIFA, and then I slowly fell in love with the game that way.
Best way to learn sportscasting? Video games.
Calling it yourself.
You bet. We have, let me do a time check here. 4:17 and counting in the first half of play. It's 1-0 in favor of the Central Lady Cats. And these two teams, nothing last time they played.
14. minutes, not 4.
Did I say 4? 14:05 and counting.
No worries. We do look like we have a little bit of a shift change here for Central. Number 8, the junior Jules Mesa coming on. Number 15, the junior Ellie Baker coming on. And number 3, the sophomore Aubrey Gonzalez also making her way onto the pitch.
And Coach Henry having a word with some of his players right here by us. Was not happy about that offsides, and he made that very well known. Middle of the field down toward the goal, and the keeper will get it.
Yeah, it looks like Ellie Baker's going to be sliding into that role that Alyssa Villarreal was previously in. We have a foul here by Central.
So there are certain fouls you will get a free kick for, and certain that you won't.
Yeah, so typically it depends on if the referee wants to play an advantage or not. And an advantage is basically the referee recognizing that there's a foul, but the offense still has a chance. They still have like an offensive scoring opportunity, so he won't blow the play dead, and they'll have the advantage. And typically, if it's the advantage is instantly taken away, they'll still get the free kick, but if not, usually they'll just let them play on, and they won't always get the free kick afterwards.
And the action does not stop. Therefore, conditioning very important.
Yeah, so you do get breaks when you're off the ball, I guess you would say, but typically I'd say they're running anywhere from 4, 6, even 8 miles, 10 miles sometimes in the game if they stay in the entire time. It's definitely a lot of running out there.
Wow. This was a perfect sport for me as a kid because I wasn't very aggressive. I just stayed away from the action and hoped the ball didn't come to me. Same way I play softball.
I would say, I guess picking the flowers out in the outfield in baseball. Same.
That was me. Lady Cats, you have to position your body to absorb the ball when it comes your way too. 1-on-1. Macy Jacobs for Friendship, and it goes out of bounds.
And Angelo Alvarado putting the pressure on. You definitely hear Coach Henry saying, go at her one-on-one, go at her one-on-one.
So when you receive passes, you have to decide which foot is going to get the ball to, and that's a split-second decision.
Which foot, which way you're going to move next.
Mm-hmm.
What your next move is if you're going to pass it instantly. There are a lot of things that go into it.
Either shoot, dribble, pass, play away from pressure. A lot of split-second decisions.
And number 2, King into the ball game for Friendship.
Ball brought back into play.
This one's just going to be cleared out of there. Give them a little bit of time. That one did bounce up off the hand of King, who just entered the game. And you typically won't see any cards for handballs unless it's inside the box or denying a clear scoring opportunity, because that was sort of just, she jumped and her hands went off to the side and she didn't mean to touch that one. Nevertheless, still got to call it.
Looking at the major offenses, you can't kick an opponent, obviously. Seems like every time I watch a professional game, somebody will be down on the ground holding their shin from getting kicked.
And a nice job there by Murray getting off her line to go grab that one. And, of course, sometimes in the professional game, you do see a little bit of embellishment. Whenever they do get kicked, they're selling the foul, I guess you would say. But you probably won't see too much of that here. Like our college girls at Angelo State, they're not taught to embellish at all, and I know these guys probably won't either. They're taught to keep playing as hard as they can.
So you don't have to try to win an Academy Award out there. Friendship has a chance to do something on offense. And a one-on-one situation for Allison Dankestrider for Friendship.
Looks like she did do a nice job and earn them another corner. And it looks like almost all of the corners, if not all of the corners that they've had so far this game, have come down this right side. And just by the work of Dankestrider being able to force the defenders to kick that ball out of bounds just so she can't get more crosses into the middle of the box. Another outswinger coming in here for Friendship.
Right into the crowd, and it's going to go the other way.
And instead of a Friendship head on that one, it's going to be kicked out of there with the Lady Cat's foot out to safety, and Harkle Road, out there to grab this one pretty easily.
Harkle Road, a junior goaltender for the Lady Cats. Eliza Serta got the ball first, and now Gabby DeLeon for Frenship will get it back to the goalie.
And you hear blue step, that means that they're going to be stepping up whenever there's a long, bad pass like that. Coming in, and Central put the press on, and they did win the ball right back after losing it.
Aggressive is Gabby DeLeon, one of the stars of this Frenship team. And here is an attempt at a score, and it harmlessly will hit the turf and be taken by Harkle Road.
Yeah, that's the one negative, I guess you would say, about pressing, is that sometimes you'll get caught out, and then that central defensive midfielder won't be back there, sort of bridging that gap between the two. And that's why Frenship, it looked like, had a little bit more room to operate there just for that split second. And even though it was a harmless shot, it did get in on there, and it's probably one of their best opportunities so far. That header earlier was probably their best. That was just missed.
And a good pass there. Mia Chambliss for Frenship, a good pass to her teammate. Lady Cats get it back, though, and back and forth we go. 7:33 and counting in the first half. It's 1-0. San Angelo Central, the Lady Cats on top of the Lady Tigers of Frenship in the rematch between these two.
And I do want to shout out this Central Bobcats. The boys soccer team played just before this, and they were down 2-1 with about 7 minutes to go, and they did score, tied it 2-2, and literally a minute later they gave up a penalty. And I believe they were also playing Frenship. Frenship missed the penalty off the post, so those two ended up drawing 2-2 here. And so a home draw for the Central boys that happened before this. Was a very tight game there at the end. It was very fun to watch.
Let's see who's coming in for Lady Cats. I believe Eleni Delgado has come into the game as Caitlin Freeman, the junior, will come out. And the Lady Cats bring it back into play. There's a little header for Clarissa Rueda. Frenship gets it. Now they want to go on offense, and one of the Central players hits the turf momentarily. Now it's headed back toward the Central goal. Gabby DeLeon. And a good pass.
And if you're Frenship, you definitely want to string together a couple passes, at least have a little bit of possession, not just defending the entire time, and definitely work this right side. They've had some success, but maybe a little bit early of a pass there, not necessarily finding anyone, but back out of bounds for Frenship throw.
Charging an opponent from behind is not a good thing to do, in a particularly dangerous or violent way. That's even worse. You can't hold, you can't push. You can't jump at an opponent. Of course, you cannot trip an opponent. Some things that will get you in big trouble. And then there's the dreaded yellow and red cards.
Yeah, a yellow card is almost just like a slap on the wrist. Because nothing really happens. You don't have to go out of the game for anything, but then you do have to sort of play a little bit more cautiously. And my guess is that probably you would be subbed out if you're one of the Lady Cats or one of the Lady Tigers, just for the safety of keeping all 11 players on the pitch.
It says ungentlemanly or unsportsmanlike conduct, of course, not tolerated. In this case, it would be unladylike conduct. Frenship retaining possession.
And you're too much time, so Coach Henry definitely wants this press to not allow Frenship to have as much time just to sit on the ball and sort of think about.
Gabby DeLeon will bring it back into play for Frenship. Of course, when on offense, especially when you're close to the opponent's goal, you got to know where the keeper is. Got to be situationally aware. Head steady, proper contact with the ball. Things that they drill over and over. Gabby DeLeon will kick it out of bounds.
This one played out of bounds. Alexis Templin keeps the pressure up all the way up there. She and Ellie Baker basically just switched forward spots there, and she kept the pressure on, which is something I'm sure that Coach Henry would like to see and does like to see.
Savant throws it in to Claudia Mares. A little bit of a push there on the play from Gabby DeLeon. She's a very aggressive player.
I do believe that Alexis Templin was subbed out as soon as that throw in, and I did not quite see who went in for her.
Inbounds and back into play we go. To the right of the goal, and it will harmlessly go out of bounds. Central Lady Cats, Frenship Lady Tigers rematch. It was 0-0, a tie at 0 the first time they played in district action. And now it's the rematch as the Lady Cats lead this one 1-0.
And a goal is always a great thing to have just because it really opens up the game for both teams, because not only is Frenship going to be looking to attack to get that goal back, but the Lady Cats are also, they can't stop attacking either. They're probably not going to be satisfied with just the one. They'll probably try to get a second or a third just to stretch this lead even more.
Ball headed close to out of bounds. They will keep it in play. And now it's out. The Lady Cats will throw it in. Lady Cat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union tonight. And a good move by one of the Frenship players. A bit of a steal. Lady Cats get it back. There's an opportunity for Claudia Mares. And now out of bounds. De Leon will throw it in.
And number 12, I just noticed Michaela Jordan, the senior forward, is now into the game for Frenship as well. That looked like 15. Maisie Halam going down the right side for Frenship. They look like they really like attacking that right side. Frenship does.
Lady Cats bring it back in.
And I cannot judge which way the wind is coming from. Seems to be swirling a little bit, going from what is the current central goal towards the current Frenship goal. So on the screen, from right to left is the way that it looks like it's.
I think so. I see the
right
flags
now, yep.
there blowing that way. Of course, that can make a huge difference in this game. Want to let you know you can watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition. All you have to do is install this Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device. Just search Concho Sports, and we invite you to check it out for your optimum viewing experience.
A little bit of pressure here late by Frenship. Nice job getting that cleared out by the Bobcats defense with under 30 seconds here to go in the first half. Maybe one last chance here for the Lady Cats.
Good job by Savant to get past the defender on that action there as they tried to go for the steal.
And they just couldn't find that last pass to get those forwards in on that one. It looks like that would probably be one of the last kicks of this half as we have about 5 seconds to go.
Lady Cats 6-1-1 in district, number 2 behind Odessa Permian. And we are very close to Coach Benjamin Henry and the sideline.
And it's definitely an important game for Central going into that Permian game coming up next. So it's important for them to be in good form going into that one as we reach halftime here.
So the Lady Cats have the lead. It's 1-0. San Angelo Central leads Frenship, and we have reached the half, but we have more on the way. Mathis Law Firm halftime show. We're going to have that coming up. When we return, you are watching Central Lady Cat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo or Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo or Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Welcome to the San Angelo Central Halftime Show, brought to you by Mathis Law Firm. The Lady Cats of San Angelo Central lead the Lady Tigers of Frenship by a score of 1-0. And welcome back, JD. Your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, that first half, the Lady Cats got off to a really nice start, and they've been sort of on the front foot, I guess you would say, pretty much the entire game. They've been able to press. They've been able to get the ball back within. The goal is usually to get the ball back within 5 to 8 seconds once you lose it. And I'd say that the Lady Cats have done a really, really nice job of doing that so far. They've had the majority of the possession, and the majority of the possession has been in the opposing third, which is something that you love to see as a coach. Just a couple of the balls, that the final sort of passes that are going through, just a little bit too much on them sometimes. But that is a thing that happens sometimes whenever the weather is colder. But with that being said, a great first half for the Central Lady Cats. And if you're the Frenship Lady Tigers, you're going to want to sort of keep playing down that right side like they had the success, and they found the success in the first half. But another thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to try to just keep control of the ball, keep possession, and not lose it within that same 5 to 8 second window so that you're not defending the entire time.
Let's see here. 1-0 is the score. I believe it was the first 15 minutes that they were able to score, and it was Angel Alvarado for the Lady Cats that got the only points of the game, but still better than the first time they played when it was a 0-0 tie. So a little bit more offense this time, especially from San Angelo Central. Hopefully they can do that a little more as we have 40 minutes to go in the ball game, and they're about to come back out onto the pitch. Mathis Law Firm's been bringing you our little halftime commentary here, and thanks so much for them to be one of our fine sponsors. Concho Sports Network, Central Lady Cat Soccer, also brought to you, are presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
And at the beginning of the game, it was about 50 42 degrees, I would say, and we've already dropped down to 48 now that the sun's gone down.
I had to sprint to my vehicle and put on some more layers of clothing.
Yeah, it's definitely different when you're just sitting here and talking other than out there on the pitch running around keeping that blood flowing.
Yeah, it's you can warm up pretty fast as much as this game requires of you to run. I want to thank a couple more of our sponsors here. Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road. Of course, Mathis Law Firm, your halftime sponsor. Best Tex, Lana and Tiffany Realtor Team. Thanks to all of them for making this possible. We are live streaming Central and Lakeview soccer, baseball, and softball twice a week through April. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, be sure and tune in tomorrow, 6 o'clock. More soccer action as the Lakeview Maidens take on Lubbock Estacado. 6 o'clock. ConchoSports.com, Concho Sports Network, Roku, and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and Facebook. Many places for you to catch the action. That's 6 o'clock tomorrow, so make an appointment, and we will meet you at 6.
And we're back in this one. Tactic many teams use to open up the half is they kick it back to one of their midfielders, and then they just boot it down to the other side of the field, just because sometimes you can get a quick goal off of that. I've seen it happen too many times to count, just getting a goal within the first couple seconds of the half starting over. Not this time, though, for Central, but they did have the opportunity. And now Frenship looking like they're going to put on the pressure a little bit.
The Lady Cats defending the goal that will be on your left on the screen. And here's the kick toward the goal, but it is easily taken by the keeper, Kara Murray.
Looks like that's Jules Mesa still out there with the opportunity, and a nice ball down that left side, and a nice little opportunity for them, as this time it's Frenship coming back, and a great ball out here, playing it out wide, and we're going to look to get this one back into the middle.
They haven't gotten in the vicinity of the Central goal very often tonight, and now it goes back the other way. A good kick there.
And a great job there, the freshman Alyssa Villarreal. I do want to quick shout out one of my friends, Justice Medina, is watching the game with us. That's his cousin out there, so he was hyping her up for me and letting me know that. So shout out to him.
I'm trying to find any other freshman. I think she may be the only freshman on the team.
Yeah, that is what it looks like, and she does also start for this team, so that's huge, and that's huge for Coach Henry to have her for at least 3 more years.
Right. Quite an accomplishment. Ball close to out of bounds, still in play. Now it goes out. And Lady Cats bring it back in. Frenship player got her body positioned to keep it from going to one of the other Central players and give them a little bit of breathing room. Straight up in the air into the lights. And good body positioning by Abby Kalmbach, the junior midfielder for Lady Cats.
Yeah, some great control there with that one. Super high up, like you said, all the way up in the lights, and being able to control that one.
Out of bounds.
Central keeping the pressure on.
They're playing very aggressive. They're very good at defense. Ball back into play. And Riley Herbert gets a foot on it to send it in an offensive direction. And here goes Yvonne Barejas. And out of bounds as Riley Herbert kicked it out of bounds.
And, of course, in soccer, the entire ball does have to cross the line for it to be considered out of bounds. So that one may have looked like it touched the line, and it did, but the ball wasn't completely out, so it wasn't actually out of play.
Turning on the speed is Carmen Cervantes.
And Coach Henry in the first half had talked about getting those crosses away from the goalie, and that same thing can be said there for Frenship. You got to get that one a little bit further away from Harkle Road so you can have a chance there inside the box.
Addison Harkle Road, the junior goalkeeper for the Lady Cats tonight. Not really many shooting opportunities for Frenship either, any that legitimately had a chance. 11-4-2 overall coming into this contest tonight, the Lady Cats. They are 5-1-1 in district play. Trying to get out of the shadow of the goal, and they will manage to do that. The ball will head out of bounds for Frenship to throw it in.
And that first half we talked about it, that right side seemed like the side that they were having the most success on. So I like seeing them attack that same side so that they can get more opportunities. But they did have that early chance coming down this left flank. So it'll be interesting to see as Frenship starts putting more and more bodies forward how their attack sort of starts to deviate.
And these opportunities for scoring come within a split second. You have to be ready for them.
Oh yeah, they can come out of pretty much nothing some of the times, and so that's why you always got to be ready. You always got to be alert if you're one of those defenders, and even if you're Harkle Road out back there between the sticks.
Frenship maintains possession, and they're getting pretty close as Harkle Road will scoop it up and come out to kick it downfield.
Man,
or upfield. It's upfield.
In this kind of weather with the wind, those goalkeepers got to be doing some jumping jacks and stuff when the ball's away from them just to stay warm out there.
Right.
Because the positional players, they'll be running around, but goalkeepers got to stay moving too or they'll get some cold fingers.
Mm-hmm. A little colder than I expected it to be tonight, but I'm the guy that forgets to watch the weather forecast. And a good kick there from Abby Kahnbach. Sends the Lady Cats on offense. Now Frenship gets it back off the foot of Carmen Cervantes.
And you don't always have to get your own pass onto it. Sometimes all you need to do is just guide the ball in the direction if it has enough pace on it. And that was a great job keeping the ball there for Frenship.
Hackle Road. That was an attempt at scoring, and Hackle Road was right there to get it.
I believe it was Carmen Cervantes again getting the shot on goal there. That's probably the best shot that we've seen so far today.
You're right. That's the first right in front of the goal attempt that they have had.
Great control over here as well on the sideline to get that ball.
And the Lady Cat defense can be smothering.
As long as they stay compact and as a unit, it's just whenever they start sort of moving, one moves up, the others stay back, one moves back, the others stay up, that's when you can sort of start finding more and more holes in that defense. So far they've been really nice, really compact there at the back.
Wearing number 18, Angel Alvarado, the scorer of the 1 point that the Cats have and a 1-0 lead here at the San Angelo Sports Complex. And a nice kick toward the central goal, but Hackle Road once again is right there where she needs to be to stop it.
Yeah, and that looks like it's Macy Jacobs. And that was a great ball that she put in there to attack for her forwards. They needed to attack that ball and get a header onto it because that one did, like you said, it just went Harkle Road very slowly and an easy catch for her, but that one's just one that you're looking to get a little bit of a glancing header off of and put it into the back of the net for Frenship.
It was a good opportunity for them. They couldn't capitalize, but they go on offense again, these Lady Tigers. Katie Mead gets it down to the right side of the goal. That's the far side from your vantage point watching the ball game. Offensively moving left to right, the Lady Cats, as they get the ball back into play.
And it looks like that right side, or that left side, excuse me, of the central defense just having a little bit of trouble as to who's going to cover that one of those gaps. We heard Coach Henry talking about that between that left back and that sort of left midfielder, that they're sort of just leaving those runs available. And that's why they've had a couple runs down that right side and almost another one, but that ball was just a little bit too much pace on it and went out. Now Central's ball, but they've given it back to Frenship, who gets it back in.
Of course, Frenship still very much in this. It will just take one goal to tie it up. But they sure don't want another tie as they did the last time they played. Of course, they want to be the victor.
And for Central, they really need this win to keep pace with the undefeated in district and undefeated as well or should I say, they have not lost the Odessa Permian Panthers, but they have had a couple of draws. I believe 3 draws so far for Permian.
That would be the Lady Panthers. I almost said the Lady Mojos. Let's take a look at the district action. They actually opened district against Frenship, the Lady Cats, 0-0. They beat Odessa 4-1. 2-0 a win over Midland, followed by, it was just a 1-0 loss to Permian. Win at Midland 1-0. They beat Odessa again 4-1. Abilene 2-1. And Midland, they shut them out 2-0. Which brings us here, the rematch against Frenship.
Yeah, so Central is on a 4-game winning streak, and going on a 5-game winning streak into that Permian game is going to be pretty crucial for them. But like you said, whenever Frenship played against Permian, they lost 1-0 as well. So like you said, this is a really tough team. Their record may not be where they want it, but this is definitely a team that comes out and plays and competes every single time. And another offsides call there that Coach Henry didn't quite agree with.
That's 2 so far?
It's 2 so far.
So it is Permian. They will take on the district leader at 7:30 Friday. That's going to be in Odessa against Odessa Permian. Next week, next Tuesday, Midland Lee, and that will be in Midland. And then an away game also at, that will be, the game against Lee is going to be here, then Abilene on the road on the 16th to wrap up district play.
And another nice little shot, at least keeping Harkle Road busy there in the goal, there by Frenship. Pretty easy catch for her, but at least keeping her active, making sure that she's staying alert.
They are on a 4-game winning streak, the Lady Cats. I was reading the scores, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you sort of like to look at, when you're talking about form in soccer, you like to look at the previous 5 games, as we have a little bit of a break here by Central. See if Villarreal's able to get on that one. Not quite good defending there by Frenship.
About 3 defenders to 1 Lady Cat. Clock is at 28:18 to go in the half. In the ball game, half and ball game. You have to get used to it's two halves. Central clears it. There's only 1 Lady Cat in the vicinity, and there's a header. Looking for Jules Meza. Now fight for the ball, and Lexi Moore will get it for Frenship. But the Lady Cats get possession again to go on offense.
Yeah, I always sort of just count. Whenever Central loses it, just count and see how long it takes for them to at least either get it back or for Frenship to pass it out of bounds. Because usually it is typically within, I'd say, about 8 seconds. They're having a lot of really nice pressure.
Before I can say what happened, they have the ball back. Bringing the ball down is Carmen Cervantes.
And a nice little pass here.
That was from Cervantes to Allison Dankestrider. Dankestrider gets the ball back. Now it heads closer to the goal, and there's an opportunity right there. The whistle blows.
I believe that they called that it hit her shoulder, which is might have been more bicep, but I believe that they did call a handball there. Or it might have, yeah, it definitely wasn't offsides. I believe that one was called by the main official, but regardless of that goal, the ball that did trickle in does not count as a goal. That's just going to be a free kick for the Lady Cats.
Claudia Mares with the ball now. She had the opportunity to score.
And she has been very active out there.
Let's see. Excuse me, that's Mia Chambliss that had the opportunity for Frenship. Coming out of the game is Allison Dankestrider. Coming in will be Aris King for Frenship.
And it looks like King's going to play here on the left, and then Chambliss, who we were just talking about with that opportunity, is going to go over to the right side where Dankestrider
Good job by Caitlin Freeman with 2 defenders on her to keep them in offense or to keep it away from the goal.
Yeah, it looks like you kind of can feel the tides of possession kind of shifting as Friendship's had more of the ball here, and I'd say the past 5 or 6 minutes than Central has, playing a little bit more defensively.
Cervantes trying to keep it away from Lady Cat defenders, and it will go their way as they head left to right on offense. Good little move. And it's a breakaway for the Lady Cats. They're on the far side, and here is an attempt. It's in there! Oh, me! Look at that!
That was very, very pretty. Starting all the way back inside their own end. Central all the way down there, and we'll get you a number on that one pretty soon. That's the far goal away from us, so can't see that too well, but what a cross, what a finish. I believe that's number 8, Jules Mesa, on the end of that one, and I think that did come in from number 18 on the opposite side, Angel Alvarado, or possibly might have been number 10, Claudia Mares. Yeah, one of those two on the opposite side. Could have also even been 23, Alyssa Villarreal on the assist. I'm not sure. They're all wearing the same long white sleeves.
It's a little hard to see the numerals from our vantage point for the Lady Cats.
But regardless of who that was,
wow.
Great assist, great goal, great team play there by Central. And like we had just talked about, it looked like Friendship was getting a little bit more of the possession. But with that means more people are forward, so less people are back there to defend. Central does a great job of breaking that.
And that's the thing. You cannot break concentration at all in this game because it was unexpected.
I would say you can't rest on your laurels either,
No.
as Friendship automatically is just almost in the other box with a chance of their own.
Friendship with an opportunity and good dribbling. That is Jules Mesa. She did a great job handling the ball.
You guys can't see it right now with a little blur on the camera, but that was Alyssa Villarreal holding it up on that one and drawing a foul there against the Lady Tigers of Friendship. And it's going to be a free kick taken here by Central.
That's the score that made it 2-0. It was fairly a good ways away from the goal. That kick had a lot of velocity to it.
Yeah, I think it was a cross and then just put in right there at the back post. Just a really nice team goal. And it looks like Central's going to have a corner.
Just over 24 minutes to go in the game, 2-0. And in this game, that's a really good lead. But like you said, you can't rest on your laurels because one goal and Friendship's right back in this thing.
There we go.
Corner kick.
Taken short on this one.
Lady Cats trying to hang on to it and get another opportunity here. A little one-on-one fight for the ball.
I think that did go out on Central. Yeah. No, it's going to be a Central.
They're going to throw it in. Yeah. Pretty good little crowd here tonight. It's cold and
I see a lot of blankets over there. Maybe one thing we should look into next time. But
blankets, maybe some hot chocolate. Here's the inbound, and Friendship will try to clear it. Abby Kalmbach tried to get a foot on it and couldn't quite hang on.
Great control again there by Alexis Lexi Templin. They're just sort of controlling the midfield and making sure that everything's running smoothly for Central. And a lot of times they talk about it that 2-0 is a very dangerous score just because you must relax a little bit because you do have that 2-goal cushion, and then next thing you know, if they do score one, and then sometimes once they score one, it's just back-to-back. So this is definitely going to be an important time for Central to keep their foot on the gas and then also just stay alert, stay awake on defense, not give up anything easy to Friendship because they're definitely going to be looking to start pushing forward here a bit more.
You have to keep up the intensity because just like that, they could make a game of this. Here's a shot, and it goes in. It was close, very close.
Wow, that hit the underside of the crossbar. I believe the goalie cleared it before it could cross the line.
Here's another one.
Oh, my
She will. Good job by the keeper, Kara Murray. Kara Murray gets it and
what a
try to clear it
hit on
out.
that, though. Here we have a replay. We'll see if that one did sneak.
Boy, it was close. The crowd liked it.
Oh, I don't think it ever crossed the line. And a great goal line clearance there by Frenship. The same sort of rule applies. The ball has to go completely over the goal line in soccer for it to be in. I'm sure that one was probably a little bit over, but not the entire thing over. So great job there. A little bit lucky for Frenship, but what a hit.
Yeah, Kara Murray was off her feet several times, getting up and diving and playing very aggressive.
And she got a little bit of help. I'm not sure who it was down there, but a great goal line clearance there for one of those Frenship defenders.
Claudia Mares will talk things over with Coach Henry here on the sideline. Showdown with Permian next week in Odessa. Got to take care of business against Frenship tonight. So far, they are. 20 minutes to go. It's 2-0. Lady Cats trying to run the ball down before it goes out of bounds, and it will go out. So the Lady Tigers will throw it in. Thanks for joining us tonight. This broadcast presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network. A header from the Lady Tigers does not do much good as the Lady Cats get the ball. Here's an opportunity, and it's out of bounds.
I think that's Jules Mesa again. Jules has been putting in some work down here on this right wing since I believe she came in almost halfway through that first half, and I don't think she's been out since, and I definitely would agree with keeping her in. She's been a spark of energy for Central.
Also, Caitlin Freeman, the junior, very intense. There's the header to get it away from the goal. Freeman tries to get it. Now Mesa will kick it toward the goal, and again, it's good defense from Kara Murray as she covers it up, and now we'll kick it away.
Number 20, first time I've seen her in the game. Looks like Ivana Barajas is in the game for Central. And you do hear Coach Henry say stay compact at the back, and that's one of those things. Just staying defensively alert, staying together, coming up with a line for that offsides trap, making sure you don't have someone that's too far behind the rest of the defense.
Good job by Abby Kalmbach to keep it on the offensive side of the field. And the Lady Cats will throw it in. Yvonne Barajas will throw it in for the Lady Cats. Just a short pass. Alyssa Villarreal gets it. Now for Frenship, Aris King back to her teammate, and they will try to put something together on offense. Once again, the Lady Cats, it doesn't take more than 8 seconds, they get the ball back.
Yeah, it's that constant pressure that they're putting on them just after they lose the ball. And that's definitely one of the tactics, sort of to attacking and getting possession and keeping possession. 2 subs here for Frenship and 1 for Central.
I see Michaela Varela, and I believe Macy Hallam come in for Frenship. Coming out is Angel Alvarado. She has a score tonight that opened up the scoring in the first half. Give her a little bit of a breather. Frenship that having trouble getting it on the other side of the pitch to where they can try to put something together on offense. Lady Cats all over them. Smothering, I guess, is a really good word for it, for the defense. Now it's out of bounds, and Frenship will bring it back. Also want to thank Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Mathis Law Firm, Best Tex, and Lana and Tiffany Realtor Team. Thank you all very much.
And you were right, some warm Wingstop would probably go pretty well right now, if I could say so myself.
That would really hit the spot. There's a header to get it near midfield Frenship, pretty decent pass. And now to the far side and closer to the sideline as they try to get it near the goal.
A nice weight on that pass to bust open the right side of the defense. But again, that cross right towards the goalkeeper.
Angel Alvarado had the ball temporarily. It stays in play. As Alyssa Villarreal touched it last. Amaya Mendoza brings it into play. Aris King with the possession. It's a decent pass there. She gets it to Chloe Hinojosa, who makes a good pass. Lady Cats right there with a wall of defense. Some physical play going on out there. A little bit of bumping.
And the Lady Cats have the ball back again, and this one just finds its way out of bounds. Looked like they were going to have a 2-on-2 opportunity, but that one trickles right out.
How much bumping can you get away with as far as running into other players? If you're going for the ball, it's okay.
I would say that it typically depends in terms of how much the referee will allow. But if they're both making an honest attempt to play the ball, and they're both just sort of taking the same line to do so, I'd say that the referees typically let them play, as they would say, let the girls play a little bit.
Yeah. So on our roster soccer report here, they have the misconduct quotes or codes and disqualifications. Taunting would be one of those. Of course, we have some good sports out there tonight, and they're well coached, so that won't be going on. I was just looking down the list here of things that can get you in trouble. Spitting and use of tobacco products. Is that a problem? Has that ever happened during a game?
I was going to say, I've never personally seen it, but there have been crazier things, I guess. But like you said, these two teams are definitely well coached by Coach Henry and Coach Denning. So I'm imagining we're not going to see any like Luis Suarez headbutts or bites from the old World Cup days. But I don't think we'll be seeing any of that kind of stuff.
I saw a video of soccer's hardest men. Of that's the meanest people to ever play. Man, it's a lot rougher than you'd think. Now Frenship with an opportunity. There's a pass to the near side. Aris King gets it, and they maintain possession. Is Chloe Hinojosa trying to find somebody to pass to?
Another cross, but just right at the goalie again, and that's just going to be easy pickings for Harkle Road. And she plays this one again up the right flank.
Good job splitting the defenders there that time by Angel Alvarado.
Nice little 1-2, and I believe that is, they were saying Bree, so I'm not sure who I'm guessing Brianna Garcia is the one that they're referring to when they say Bree.
Brianna the junior. There are 7 seniors on this team, on the squad. It's Coach Benjamin Henry talking to Ellie Barker and her teammate Jules Mesa here on the sideline. They're about to go in. Lady Cats trying to create opportunities. Frenship will get it temporarily. They usually don't hold on to it for too long. Now the Lady Cats to the far side. Nice little pass, and now toward midfield. And it goes out of bounds. You want to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device. Just search Concho Sports, real easy. And we invite you to check it out for the best viewing experience. Coming up, we'll tell you about the action that's going to be going on Concho Sports Network tomorrow night. More soccer action. So Alyssa Villarreal will come out, and Caitlin Freeman as well.
A nice shift put in by both of them, getting some fresh legs on the pitch with 12 minutes to go is never a bad idea, especially when you have so much talent up and down this whole Lady Cats roster.
So we talked about the Lady Cats, both teams actually running a 4-3-3 type of formation.
What a ball.
This could be a breakaway. Angel Alvarado is a good player to have that, but it will go out of bounds. But she's going to get to throw it back in. Almost saw a little daylight there.
Yeah, great ball to set her off, though, that's for sure.
Ball in the near corner. Lady Cats could, if they can hang on to the ball, could have a scoring opportunity here. I want to say the red zone. That's probably not the proper. Now back across midfield. And before it can get to one of the Lady Cats, a Frenship player gets on it. And now it's close to the goal, but still the Lady Cats are there. They're in position, and they are able to clear it away.
And I believe what you sort of refer to as the red zone is typically referred to as either the final third for the attacking team, or I think it's an 18-yard box, which is sort of the larger one, and then the other one is maybe a 6-8-yard box, something along those lines.
Out of bounds, Hackle Road has it. Booming kick from Hackle Road. But Frenship has it, and they'll keep it on the Lady Cat side of the pitch. Alvarado going for it. She kind of lost her footing there for a second. And now the Lady Cats have the ball. Jules Meza has it. Mesa looking for somebody to pass to. It will go past the person she was looking for.
But just like that,
but they cut it back. Alvarado, how did she get over here so fast? This play's all over the place. Very aggressive. It's 2-on-1 now for the Lady Cats. They've got several 2-on-1 opportunities. Alvarado gets the ball temporarily, but Frenship will kick it back down.
Some pressure here by Frenship.
And they're in that, where they're to the left side, the near side of the goal, and they have opportunities to make shots, but when it's 2-on-1 and they have defenders in their face, it's hard to get that done.
Looks like the captain for Frenship, number 8, Chloe Hinojosa, is going to come out.
Frenship trying to make something happen with 9 minutes to go. The Central Lady Cats lead this one 2-0. Rueda tries to stop the ball. It goes past her. Frenship, they have been on offense for a little bit.
I was going to say right now you can see that either 10 or 11 people for Central are typically behind the ball. That means that they're sitting back defensively, pretty nice and happy with these 2 goals. They'll take any opportunities, but they're going to send mostly everyone back on defense. It looks like only Ellie Barker is going to be pretty much the one in front of the ball. Everyone else is going to be behind it, defending this 2-goal lead that they have. What some soccer people call is parking the bus and getting everyone back sort of on defense and just defending that goal.
Okay. And when you say 4-3-3 on the formation, again, those trying to pick out the formations at home, the 4 are closest to the goal you're defending, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it goes 3-3. All right. Nice little header, but it's going to end up out of bounds. Lady Cats will throw it in.
The Lady Cats, you never like to see the time wasting, but of course it is a little part of the game just when the ball goes out, just to pick exactly who you want to throw it to when you're the Cats, and there's only 7 minutes left to go in this one. You'll take all of the time that you can whenever that ball does find its way out of play.
At this point, the Lady Cats want to use as much as they can with a nice 2-0 lead.
Pretty much the opposite side of the coin. Frenship's going to try to get it in as fast as they can. Try to get that ball back in play as quickly as they can, trying to attack. And 2 goals in 7 minutes is possible, but they'll definitely need to get something going here pretty soon.
Out of bounds. as Angel Alvarado tries to make something happen. Actually, that was Brianna Garcia.
Yeah, the 8s and 9s are
They're very
pretty
hard.
similar.
And the ball's coming our way.
Got to stay alert everywhere.
Yes. You know, the thing about it, like the last time the Lady Cats scored, these goals happen out of nowhere. You hardly can see them. It's like if they don't pay attention for half a second, it could be disaster. And a kick toward the goal from Eliza Serta, taken by Hackleroad, and she throws it back into play. The far sideline. Past midfield, a booming kick, and a header sends it the other way. Macy Jacobs with the header for Frenship.
And if you're Central at this point, you're not taking any chances. If there's not a pass there, you're pretty much just clearing it down the field just to take a little bit more time and allow your defense to set back up.
Brianna Garcia gets it to Yvonne Barejas. And another thing that is important is verbal communication. I'm hearing more and more of this. You got to let your teammates know what's going on.
Sort of how much time they have if they're being pressed, and almost even where their teammates are heading or where they're available and open. Because you definitely can't see everything that's going on the pitch. Some people, it seems like, can see things before they happen, but you definitely can't see every single part of the pitch.
Have to have good field vision and awareness, and that's hard to do when you're running and concentrating on other fundamentals. I believe it was when you pass the non-kicking foot, the toe should be pointed toward who you're going to pass it to.
See, I never got the fundamentals coached to me, so I'm not too positive on that one, but it sounded pretty technically sound to me, I think.
I'm sure there are several different ways of doing that depending on the situation. Okay, Frenship has an opportunity here that they're getting closer. R.S. King trying to make something happen. Now a fight for the ball as Ellie Barker helps get it into the possession of the Lady Cats, close to midfield. Down the sideline, running down the sideline. This could, it's up in the stands.
Yeah, well worked, about 20 rows. A great clearance there by Frenship, because with them pushing up a lot of people, there are only two or three of the Tigers back on defense, and a nice job clearing that one out.
The most goals scored for the Lady Cats in the season's 2018. Trying to see how many that was. 2017 it said 82. Most assists in the season, 2018, 94 assists. Just looking at the history record books here for the Lady Cats.
And 45 goals so far this season for the Lady Cats. I guess 47 if you include this game. And of course this has been an interesting season. Difficult season to navigate, so they're still putting up pretty good numbers as we see the clock wind down under 3.5 minutes here in this one.
The most shutouts was last year, 19.
Yeah, with that record they had last year, I imagine they were keeping some clean sheets, and I'm sure that Coach Henry's going to want to keep a clean sheet on this one, keep that 0 up on the board for Frenship.
And he has done a great job here. Coach Henry started off 18-7-0 in 2008. Last year, only one loss. 11-4-4 in the COVID-19 year. That's now in the record books. It says that next to the records. Yeah, quite an impressive stay here. 17-1-5 last year. 19-3-2 in 2018. The most that Coach Henry's teams have lost is 8 games in 2010 and 2012.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's a model of consistency in a program, and you love to see that as well for these Central Lady Cats.
That's true. You know, when you have a guy like Coach Henry that obviously is very good, and the kids grow up knowing the system, and there's not abrupt changes.
That's always a nice thing to have, and it's not necessarily being complacent if you're having so much success. Having that amount of success makes you even more hungry to have that same amount of success, because you know what it feels like to be victorious, and you just never sort of want to lose that. And these Central Lady Cats, as their record even this year shows, that they still are doing a great job and being very successful.
They have developed quite a tradition in girls soccer at Central. Fewest goals allowed last year, 4.
They only allowed 4 goals last year?
It says, I'm looking at the record, it says fewest goals allowed 2019, 4.
Holy cow.
Wow.
I would say maybe that's because of it being cut short, maybe, or if they only allowed 4 goals all year, that is a very impressive stat.
Most shutouts last year, 19.
Oh, my
17
goodness.
the year before.
Yeah, I was going to say, excuse me, I was wrong, and that is just very impressive. 19
That's according
shutouts.
to Max Preps, by the way.
Holy cow. Say, if those do reign true, that's just impressive.
So that's where the info came from, and hopefully that's correct, because they are quite the powerhouse. Nobody for Central is across midfield right now. They're putting everything into the defense. 49 seconds to go. It's desperation time for Frenship. Lady Cats just finished this last 40 seconds, and then they can start getting ready for the showdown against Permian in Odessa next week. More soccer action coming up on Concho Sports Network tomorrow night. We'll tell you all about that in a minute. Out of bounds with 27 seconds left to go in the contest. 2-0. I like saying nil. 2-0, 2-0, and that's probably where it is going to stay unless something strange happens. Now Frenship just in the last 5 seconds, not going to get much of a chance. Angel Alvarado is there. Ivana Barejas touches it last, and that's the ball game. How about that? It's a shutout. 2-0, San Angelo Central Lady Cats over the Lady Tigers of Frenship. So now they can concentrate on the showdown next week against Permian. They will go to 7-1-1 in district, and that will be 2-4-3 for Frenship. But San Angelo Central wins it 2-0, and we'll be back to wrap this one up after this. Thanks for joining us. You're watching Central Lady Cat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
And we are back to wrap this one up at the San Angelo Sports Complex. You're watching Central Lady Cat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented tonight by First Community Federal Credit Union. Darren Prater and J.D. Raggio here as the Lady Cats victorious, and they can add to their shutout list for the year. 2-0, Lady Cats over the Frenship Lady Tigers. And a good effort, especially defensively, to get the shutout. But Angelo Alvarado started off the scoring the first 15 minutes of the game. And they added another in the second half. That's where we end up 2-0. So even though they only lost 1-0 against against Permian the last time they played, good opportunity to get some revenge and get on top of the district.
Yeah, and on a brisk night out here in San Angelo, this is definitely how the Lady Cats would have wanted to sort of finish off at least this game, going 2-0, and that's 5 wins in a row, and that's the form that they want to be in going into that next crucial game, like you said, against Permian up there in Odessa. So that's going to be, I'm sure that they'll have a good crowd out there. I'm sure that that'll be a fun one, definitely to keep an eye out for. So great outing by the Lady Cats. If they keep that defensive pressure that they had this entire game, just sort of winning that ball back within that 5 to 8 second range after they lost it, I'm sure that they'll have the majority of possession. And if they are able to do that successfully, I'm sure that they will be able to sort of come out with a similar result that they did have here tonight. And then as for Frenship, 2-0 this time. Couldn't quite hold Central to no goals, but I'm sure that they do still have a chance to move up in those standings. They have a couple of games coming up as well, and still not out of things in the district standings, I would say, yet. There's that sort of middle of the pack. It's sort of the 1-2 of Permian and Central, and then there's sort of like a middle of the pack group that Frenship does fall in. So they still do have many opportunities as well. But again, just really well played here tonight in San Angelo by the Lady Cats. What a great game.
And this is exactly what you want. They didn't score the first time these two teams played, and the defense did the same thing. Smothering defense. You get the points this time. Perfect. 5-game winning streak. Perfect heading into that game.
And it looks like we're lining up some chocolate milks in front of us.
Where?
Just right there on the ground. I believe that's chocolate milk. It's either chocolate milk or pickle juice, one of the two, for that post-game drink for all of the Lady Cats.
Oh, that's Nesquik, man. That's like the Cadillac of chocolate milk. Hey, want to let you know, you can watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition. It's easy to do. All you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports. And we want you to check it out because you get the best viewing experience. Get ready, because tomorrow night we have more action for you. You'll get you some hot chocolate and sit and watch the game. Central and Lakeview soccer, baseball, softball, we're running that twice a week through April. But watch tomorrow night. We're streaming more soccer. The Lakeview Maidens take on Lubbock Estacado. 6 o'clock is when it starts. ConchoSports.com. You can watch it there. Concho Sports Network, Roku, and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and Facebook. 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Lakeview versus Estacado. Tonight's broadcast presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Also, we want to thank Mathis Law Firm, our halftime sponsor, as well as Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road on the way home from the game. Not a bad idea. Mathis, Best Tex, and Lana and Tiffany Realtor Team. We do appreciate everybody who was a part of this one, all of our sponsors, and we really appreciate it. And here's to all the fans that came out in the cold and supported the Lady Cats. Anything else, man?
I think that's pretty much everything for tonight, Darren. Yep, great one out here.
Back on tomorrow, Lakeview Maidens, Lubbock Estacado, and showdown with Permian in Odessa next week for the Lady Cats. They win it over Frenship tonight, 2-0, 5-game winning streak. Congratulations to Coach Benjamin Henry and the team. And for J.D. Raggio, I want to thank Shay Harris. Of course, here he's a little cold. He's putting everything together, and we appreciate it, man. That's going to do it. 2-0. Lady Cats win it. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you back tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. I'm Darren Prater. For everybody that was part of this one, good night, everybody.